So last time you guys went to the nation of Tangri to go visit Benta's mentor, Dr. Shell Agrita, who is an expert in circles of transformation and currently at the excavation site of Yablink's circle. While there, the good doctor introduced you to Dr. Yang Yang Liu, who was an expert in pre-Minotaur civilization, and more interestingly, and more recently, his research delving into cyst magic, which he has a manuscript draft of, which he let Tilda read. While the rest of the party was discussing said circles of transformation and cyst magic, Melanie volunteered to bring the chief of security, Ankara, lunch from Dr. Liu. Ankara, who happened to be Dr. Liu's wife, asked Melanie to help her with some impact testing on some construct prototypes she was currently working on. While this was all going on, after testing, one of the excavators had ran out of the site proper and told Ankara that one of her scouting construct had just gone off the grid after a while. No power whatsoever, no signal was coming back. So so Melanie graciously volunteered the services of the group, and you guys went inside, found said scouting construct, also found what the cause of said construct's demise, which was a ancient magical living weapon of spell casting, anti-spell dust casting destruction. Also, you guys attracted the attention of an ooze that smelled like healing potions that beat the shit out of rain. Apparently, you can't hide from those things. And then, after you got rid of those things, you went down a small tunnel that the scouting construct was going to explore, and you happened to come across a giant construct that I believe it was Tilda or somebody else surmised was a god slayer. Of course, you guys sent a message to Alexandria saying, "Yo, we found you a new body. It's 32 feet tall."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big woman.
So, so yeah, that's where you are now. You're standing in a very large room with this construct. While you're here,
Ro is not here to be our conscious today, and I want to poke it really bad.
Like I had mentioned, unlike the picture that I had given you for reference, the runes and the magical weapons in its arms don't look like they're there, and the runes are like not glowing at all. Can
But are there runes on it that are dark?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It looks like there are runes and like symbols carved into it, or that were when it was cast. This thing is entirely made of metal, though it looks like it's slightly maybe like dented and rusted in a few places. Yeah, there are definitely arcane symbols on it. It just looks like it's just essentially a statue right now, not moving, no movement whatsoever. Can everybody go ahead and give me a perception check?
Oh, I love that.
Absolutely. But then I do think that we have some actions for Tilda that Ro would not be offended by, that are going to be pretty standard. Because I think that she'll want to check some stuff out.
Yeah, let me know. I can roll for her. Since
definitely an Arcana check, and I was gonna assist.
Well, I'm assuming she'll want to do detect magic too, to see if there's any active enchantments on it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just gonna give me a second to get her character sheet.
My perception.
Can you guys hear me carding the wool? Is that coming through my mic?
No.
Nope.
Okay, good.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm mixing 2 colors of wool together.
Okay.
Okay.
Basically, you take 2 brushes and you just smush and smush and smush.
Yeah.
And how did you want to assist her, Zaitari, with this check? Like,
I have different magical expertise than, her necessarily learned stuff.
so essentially, are you giving her advantage? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Maybe Zaitari is like going around from a distance, pointing some stuff out, like, "Hey, look at this! Look at this!"
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that will do. That will do. Okay, so I also have to roll a perception check for. Okay, cool. Zaitari, you're too busy assisting Tilda on her magical expertise. However, Aoife and everybody else, basically. So Tilda's doing her thing, looking at the symbols, doing detect magic. After a few minutes, she declares there are no magical enchantments currently active. You guys notice there are like, little insects and like tiny creatures in the cavern, and you're like, okay, that's normal, like blind crickets and whatever in here. There's like a little cluster of them on the walls. And then you're just staring at the insects for a while, and you notice when they start moving in particular patterns.
Did I do something to you during our last session, Darren? Did the oh my god, what the fuck were they called? The silverfish traumatize you?
No. I said crickets. What's your silverfish?
Yeah, silverfish swarm.
French fries? No. So when I mean by patterns, like, how, like, geese, they fly in the V and all that other good stuff. Well, the crickets are moving in a group that looks like, that's a triangle. And that's a star. And why are those millipedes going in a line?
That's weird.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Could Tilda, having made sure that there is no active magical effect on this, could she roll an Arcana check and see if she could, 2 things: understand the runes that that are on this thing, because we do know that there are runes that are on it, and 2, to see if there is maybe a pattern that looks like a rune that these insects are going in, because it sounds like there's a pattern, and it might be some sort of rune scribed in living flesh or something crazy like that.
Can I consult with somebody who has a higher wisdom than me? Probably
There it is.
Probably
the Konami code.
On a nature check. I would love to assist somebody on a check. Oh wait,
nature is intelligence.
I sorry. In Pathfinder 2nd edition, it's tied to wisdom, like a normal human would think it would be. So.
All right, first I'll roll the Arcana check for Tilda. The runes are a little more complex. It looks like these insects and like other creatures are moving in like basic shapes. So nothing that resemble the runes.
Well, I mean, if you have a rune that's writ big enough, then it just looks like a bunch of straight lines, right? So that's what I was kind of thinking, is like a rune the size of the room or something crazy like that.
Aoife's looking at those basic shapes to see if it's evocative of anything from her, her learnings.
We're gonna spend 2 hours on these millipedes. It's just gonna be like, it was
They're
nothing.
Just weird millipedes.
Nothing.
Yeah, I would like to
dissect the millipede.
I'd like to do a nature check, and if anybody would love to assist me on that, that would be amazing. Just putting it out there.
Mel will try to help. Mel is going to go up to one of the bugs that is walking in a line, and to assist with this nature check, She's gonna smush it and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Roll
All right.
initiative,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, I mean, if it
Oh,
doesn't
man.
smush, then we've got a lot of clues to go on, guys.
It
Come on.
does. It does smush. It does
All
indeed
right.
smush.
Did the other bugs react when I smush?
No.
Like, do they skitter away, or
They
do they
don't-
keep doing what they're doing?
Yeah, they skitter away actually.
Okay.
I'm also gonna say since Rain probably is like now hyper aware because Rain's probably like, why are the bugs going in triangles up the wall? So last time I had mentioned that in this room there are devices that look like they've been like made and things of that nature. Essentially this is a giant workshop library area. Rain, you notice a few of the devices don't have any dust on them.
Interesting.
Very suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't.
Don't be suspicious.
See, I did Lost Mines of Phandelver, and I described a loom that had like no dust on it, and players got so interested in it, and I eventually just made up that it was like a +1 loom. I did not fucking leave it alone. I just did not fucking leave it alone.
There's just
Yeah,
a chair in the middle of the room.
Yeah, it was
What's the chair?
the loom was my chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you say like one thing about a barrel, and everybody's
Yeah.
like, "What's with the barrel? The barrel has to be important."
no dust.
No.
I'll go up to one of them. I won't smush it or touch it. But does if this makes any sense? Like there was activity around it, footprints,
Oh,
drag marks, things of that.
around the
One of
around
them.
the devices.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like somebody moved them. As for prints, no like traditional like fingerprints as far as you can see. Like when you touch items, your skin has oils. They leave oily imprints, even ever so slightly on stuff. Sometimes you don't see any of that.
Would Tilda's detect magic notice that it's like enchanted to not get dirty or something?
When you ask her to like kind of just do like the sweeping with the detect magic, there is no present magic in the area.
Mel would like to look for footprints then, because that would be another reason is if somebody had been here recently.
I would say with your 28, you could see like. Actually, let me put you in the room you'd be in. Sorry about this.
Yeah, Rain will just be like, this is too clean. Like a maid just came through it.
There you go.
Even if it was being used, there'd be something.
That giant crack in on the ground, that's water. It's not magical. It's water.
Is that where we are, like the main
Yeah,
chamber?
It's the main
Okay.
chamber. So the footprints you would see. I need to shrink Tilda's thing. All right, so you guys would have been entered around the north. There are indeed footprints that kind of go down the stairs. Past.
So we came in like this crevice-y crack over here?
You came in, yeah. Yes, you came in this crack. So around there. And there are footprints that are going past this door.
Do
where are
the
the bugs?
prints?
They're like kind of everywhere. This is a bug-rich environment.
Gotcha.
When we're looking at the footprints, does it look like one set of footprints? Does it look like multiple people?
Okay, so it looks like whoever was here had used this place extensively. So there are multiple set of footprints, but it looks like the same individual.
Okay, so it's not so much several people walking, but one person walking a lot. Okay.
Yeah. This person has a very distinct set of feet.
Are there any
to the-
structures on the ceiling?
Any structures on the ceiling? There are no structures on the ceiling. It is a rather smooth stone ceiling. The foot of this individual looks more like a
Hoof?
not a hoof.
Ah.
So the 2 feet aren't the same, which is weird. Like, it's clearly like a foot, like something akin to the bottom of a boot, but the boots aren't really the same. For example, in the right foot, there's kind of like a chunk from the top that's taken out. So like you've got one kind of complete left foot, and then you have like 3/4 of a foot.
I
So
remember.
somebody seems to kind of just be surviving here.
Well, hold on. I remember when we were up in the place, there was somebody who had prosthetic legs.
Yeah,
Plural,
Dr.
like
Lee.
2 legs.
Yes.
Did we see enough of their feet to think that they would leave a track like this?
No. So it looks like he had regular boots over
Okay.
his prosthetic feet.
Okay. Okay. So this would not be that kind of footprint. Okay.
No. You
And
also
it goes now that place up there, is that like a doorway? Is this a door?
yeah, that is a doorway.
Okay.
Um,
Currently closed?
Currently closed.
Okay.
You also do notice that especially I would say especially Rain, Rain and Melanie, the shadows aren't really reacting to the way you think shadows should. Like, like when light, goes on an object, you think, okay, if there's a light in front of me, the shadow should fall this way. The shadows are doing like weird things that aren't what you would naturally figure are what physically shadows do all the time.
Don't love that.
And what are the light sources in this room?
The light sources are these very glowly dimmed like ever burning torches here.
Can I try to, I guess, fuck with the shadows with my dancing lights? Like
Mhm.
try to illuminate something fully and see if anything weird happens?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I do that.
Okay, you do that. So you do that. The shadows are still acting a little funky. Do you you tell everybody what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, I imagine I had them with me anyway, since the tunnel we had come through was dark as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So like, Rain will just like throw up her knife and catch it, kind of watch the shadow, and then try to like touch a shadow that seems to be acting weird, like if it's slower or anything, just kind of.
So
See
okay,
if it.
when so you're taking a knife out and you're kind of like flipping in the air, catching
Yeah.
it by the handle.
Hopefully.
When you do that, your own shadow dropped the knife.
No.
Kind of makes it like an oops motion and picks it back up.
Interesting.
But Rain, you're the only one that sees that.
Eva doesn't see that. She does want to get up high, so she knows she can't stay up there because there's nothing to hang on, but she wants to get all the way up to the ceiling and just look down and try and get a bird's eye view of the bugs, the shadows, and the footprints. and try and just get a top-down pattern of what's happening.
Okay.
I also, as part Shatterkai, would like to consult with my dad collar, because he's not a necklace anymore, technically. And see if he knows, like, essentially either try to get like some advantage from him or help him roll. I don't know.
Okay. When you talk to him, he says, "I don't see anything weird. Like the shadows look normal to me."
Yeah, well, you're dead. Nah.
Well, I
Wow.
see, and you feel like he's trying to like gesture, but he has no body or hands.
Yeah.
If somebody were to gesture out into the open, that's what he'd be doing. He's like, I don't see anything weird. What are you guys talking about?
I'll describe exactly what's happening. See if that tips him off to anything.
Huh. Rain, did you tell anybody about your
Oh.
little fiasco?
I'll kind of like when I see that happen, I'll kind of like be like, so Tari, you do some flashy moves with swords. Just follow me on this one. Throw one of them up in the air and do a little flourish.
Oh, I'll take my sword out and just kind of do some basic twirly dealy dance moves with it.
Okay.
Like I would, I'll toss it, catch it, do a lot of kind of, fancy trick kind of thingies with it.
Yep. All right. So you perform, magnificently with your sword work. Your shadow fucks it up. However,
Unsurprising, I am pretty good.
yeah. However, from Rain's view, your shadow does not fuck it up.
Huh.
I just did my equivalent of that, a little showy. My shadow dropped it. I don't drop a knife unless I intend to.
Oh, neither do I. And no, my shadow is also not very good at keeping up with me. I'm gonna say that over the brooch.
Okay.
And also, describe that to Dad. Say, hey, here's what's going on. When I did this, apparently Rain is also experiencing this strange phenomena.
It's
Yeah.
he says, I think your mind's playing tricks on you then somehow.
To test this, Mel is going to go ah and wave her arms back and forth and lunge one direction and then skitter the other way and see what her shadow does.
Your shadow flips you off.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely something fucked up with these shadows. No, that one just, I would also have flipped me off, but my shadow just flipped me off.
Do I see anything from the ceiling?
You don't see any. Well,
Rain
you're
has
watching
an
them do
experimental
this.
thought. So,
Well,
as I said earlier, so I'll walk over to my, your shadow flipped you off? That's rude. And I'll kiss her. And I'll kind of like, what the fuck are shadows in there? I'm going to make the DM describe this.
Do our shadows kiss? Do our shadows kiss?
No.
Oh no!
Rain
this doesn't bode
shadow
well.
stabs yours.
Oh, oh no!
Do both of us see that, or just?
Actually, let me see. Okay. Rain, you see that. Melanie does not. While this is all happening, Aoife, you're on the ceiling.
Yep. Has this been within 10 minutes ish of the combat still?
No.
No, we took a long rest, didn't we?
Okay.
Or
No.
a short rest, I mean.
Mm-mm,
Did we short rest?
I don't think
no.
you short rested, but
no,
it
we didn't
would've-
short rest. We just gave a bunch of wand stuff out.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
if
it
we do
would've-
decide to short rest, that's fine. I'm gonna use more key points to get my visage of the Astral Self back up.
Mhm.
Because where is it? When I activate all of them, I get astral sight, which I get to see through magical and non-magical darkness out to 120 feet. And then I'm just gonna, run up the wall, use my staff of vaulting to jump to the middle of the room, and then slow fall down, and just kind of do it over and over until I can get the patterns in my brain.
Okay.
How much does Shadow Aoife suck at doing that?
Oh, Shadow Aoife really fucking sucks at doing this.
Just eats it every time.
Eats it every time. It's just like it's like you're teaching like a 3-year-old who lacks coordination of the feet variety.
Guys,
So,
this is
but
the disadvantage
only we
playing
see-
peeking through. That's where all the fails come from.
Oh no. But only we see our own shadow fuck up, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's bizarre.
From the ceiling, are the bug patterns any more like coherent as like an actual pattern?
Not really, but when you notice you're up here, there's a couple species of moth that you identify that are usually not aggressive.
Usually.
They just start attacking the crickets for no goddamn reason.
Well, that's real fucking suspicious. This is the most suspicious room ever. It's so suspicious. I don't trust it at all.
And then, so no clear patterns in the bugs. There's moths, non-violent moths, non-aggressive moths attacking crickets. And what about the footstep patterns?
The footstep patterns, like you turned on your visage to like see past like magic and shit.
Magical darkness.
They look real. Like they are still the same. Wherever you go, like same. They don't move or anything. They're just footprints that were left behind. Probably not too long ago because everything else is covered in like dust other than like some of the devices that were toyed around with. So like very clear it was somebody has been here.
Can we just follow the shadow Jesus footprints?
First, Mel is gonna go up to a wall and line herself up so there's a light behind her, so she's right against her shadow, and she's gonna touch her shadow.
Okay.
I'll do it right here because there's like a light behind me, so I can use this light to like touch my shadow.
So you like go like again like towards the wall and just like kind of like try to physically touch your shadow.
Yeah, I mean, like I realize you can't touch a shadow, but like obviously it's like there's a shadow on the wall, so like I'm touching where my shadow is falling. Like I can see my shadow, I'm touching it. Does anything happen?
Your shadow has horns.
Well, that's weird.
What happens if I completely surround myself in my dancing light so I have no shadow?
At that point you will have no shadow.
Okay. And then I'll kind of disperse them so I have it again. Does it come back? Does it do anything?
No.
I'll do another trick with my sword. Does it fuck up?
It does fuck up.
Okay. Shrug. I don't know. I just think we should follow the footprints. I think it's just weird what's going on right now.
Okay.
As you're gathering yourself to follow the footprints, I would like one more perception check from everybody.
Guidance on myself.
Be nice. Me scrolling down to my spells.
Let me just do Tilda's. Cool. All of you hear this. Even though the rock is It's not too thick. There is, you do hear footsteps coming from there, from the north.
Where I had my sheet open. The north, like near the door.
Yeah, near the door. Sounds like it's coming
Mel
from
is-
the other side.
Mel is gonna sprint right up here.
When you sprint right up there, the footprints do not footprints. The footsteps do stop.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door. Find out what the fuck's going on.
Okay. Give me a second.
I'd like to flatten myself against the wall. In case anything comes charging through, I might be hidden from it.
You mean for when?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God damn it.
How many damage dice are you rolling, Derek? No.
Hold on. God damn it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
When Tilda isn't here, we're just super aggressive.
It's true.
So you open the door.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. When you open the door, there is this large metallic hand that punches you in the face.
Holy shit.
Your AC is 24?
23.
23. It punches you in the face.
Oh shit! It makes contact.
It made contact.
I'm surprised, honestly. Okay.
Give me a moment.
Now I'm not going through the door. I just opened it. So this fist is coming through the door to punch me.
You opened the door. It looks like it was prepared for that.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going through the door in case it's like a portal to hell or something. So
I love that this door was trapped, but it was just trapped by somebody just standing on the other side.
And reaction. It's like somebody doing a jump scare at a haunted house, and somebody just goes wham. Ah!
Just the one trap that Rain couldn't have possibly disarmed.
No.
It's just a thing on the other
I
side with the right hook ready to go.
She could de-arm it though.
Yeah.
Hey.
Melanie is
Yep.
hit with 43 points of force damage.
Holy shit.
Please
Oh,
roll a strength saving throw.
43?
God damn.
Okay.
Oh, that was a check.
Oh, that's a check. What would a save be?
Let me 20 what? But it's just a different
It'd be +6, so
plus
17.
6, so it would have been 17.
17. Okay. You are thrown 10 feet back. Straight back, let's say.
Okay.
Where is
I don't
this
know.
happening? Is this happening to the north of the room?
Right at the
Yeah.
door.
So the
Okay.
door is now open, and this thing comes out. And if it had facial expressions, it would not be good ones.
Hmm.
I don't know why Aoife is so big.
Oh, you probably got moved from a map that had a different
Yeah,
size
like
on
a
it.
slightly different
Yeah.
scale, yeah.
um,
Oh, there's actually not a grid here, so that would probably explain it.
Yeah.
give me a second. I want to get the picture of this. I know I have it somewhere.
They're good. My
Uh,
sister just brought dinner
I-
in. It's potato leek soup, and I'm very excited for it.
Ooh, I
While
love
that's
potato leek soup.
happening, let's roll initiative. I will. You know what?
Oh, look, a real initiative roll. So my other turn would be at 16.
Did I
My
forget?
initiative bonus.
Did
What
I
the hell?
forget-
Oh, there it is.
Did I forget to
Proficiency.
delete everybody else from the last time?
Probably.
Yeah, I probably did. Rain, I'm gonna keep you there because you're 0. It'll be something. So Zaitari is 15.
I'm 15.07 this
Yeah,
time.
so this time. Rain is 26, so it's not in that one. Aoife's 14, so it's not in that one.
Is this if we don't control Tilda, it'll be okay?
Yeah,
Or okay.
yeah, if you don't want to control Tilda, it'll be fine. Melanie is 12, so it's in that one.
Tilda was busy, like really doing a lot of research into that.
Yeah. It's probably still
like,
looking
robot. Yeah.
at it. It's fine. You guys might be fine.
We can always Deus Ex Tilda. I think she could come in on her broom and save the day if it's looking really rough.
Yeah.
Hi.
French fry, please stop. You have food. I don't get it.
He wishes to
Not good
have the
enough.
food that is fresh.
Probably. There we go. Right. French fry. That's my hand.
Oh man, just a couple days ago I was giving Luke treats, and I'm trying to get him to eat out of my hand occasionally. And so I was giving him a treat, and I had it on my palm, and he like couldn't find it, so he eventually just like bit my finger, like gently, like, "Are you a treat?" Like, no, buddy, that's a finger. Come on.
Oh, Odin does that to my fingers sometimes, and I don't know why. It's so weird when they bite you with like just their front teeth, like their little chiclet teeth. So
Yeah,
it
I
feels
love
so
the
weird.
teeth, the tiniest ones. This one was a legitimate like bite. Like he was trying to eat a treat. It's just that treat was my hand. But I will say, he loves his favorite time of day to get pets is post shower pets. So right after I get out of the shower, he likes to get like a lot of pets, and like after about 2 minutes, he gets real bitey, and he likes to like lick and bite my arm and like give me a real intense bath.
I think Rain's second turn would be at 16,
Okay.
like right
Yeah.
before me.
All right, 16.
So you have one right before the Dread Examiner and right after.
Good. Well, I don't know if I'm hidden for him, but I'm gonna shoot at him.
A 20 stuff.
Stuff, indeed. Stuff. There's also noise coming from behind him. It sounds like groaning.
Love it.
Yeah.
Great.
Would I roll at advantage or not?
It looks like he was... Okay, so here's the thing. It looks like he was ready for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he's surprised.
That's
Okay,
fair.
so
He
I-
was ready to
so I-
punch.
That's right. So like, he comes in. I kind of see him glance over, see. So I will aim. I get advantage, and then I will. That just means I can't move, which I'm sure will end fine. It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. I just need to get...
That's a 32 to hit. I hope it hits.
The 32 will hit.
For 50 total damage. Piercing damage.
Nice. That's a round number.
50. Okay. He's not happy about that.
It is the only reason I'm saying this is because it did force damage. It is all piercing damage if that matters.
Noted.
Does it still look like he took all that damage?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is all I can do because I cannot move, and that's my bonus action.
1 second. I gotta add one more thing. Okay. Cool. Next turn. Stuff happens.
Oh.
So it's stuff, Dread Examiner, sack.
Yes.
Stuff the sack. Stuff that sack. Stuff that sack.
Or okay. So the Dread Examiner turns to this glowing, ever burning torch device right there. And no, not that one. Yeah, that one. So no, actually this one. This one may be fine because you guys are all Rain, Zaitari. You're not there, Tilda. Okay, so it would be Rain and Zaitari. I would like both. I would like Rain and Zaitari to roll Constitution saving throws as the light source of that particular device gets brighter and brighter and brighter and bursts into like this shower of very, very bright light.
Yeah, I got real good constitution.
Would you say that this causes a radiance that makes them sick?
No, I would say
Oh, okay.
this causes a blinding sort of light.
Ah,
Yeah.
Would you like to re-roll?
That's what I'm thinking. But I have a whole +1 to my con.
I'll just
Too
So-
bad
mark.
Tilda's in. Well, can Tilda be like, oh, okay, yeah, you can have this dice roll?
Sure,
No, she's
I'll
not
give
here, I know.
as like a compromise because I don't feel like reading Tilda right now. I will allow that.
Probably should I take the 19?
It's a 19 or a 20, so
Yeah.
or an 11. 11 wouldn't get you to pass, I'm sure.
No.
no. I would say, just from a game perspective, it is a layer effect. It's going on 20. Those DCs tend to not be as high.
I'm gonna spend the luck. I have to spend the luck anyways to even get access to
Yeah.
the reroll. So I'm just gonna see if the luck does it, and if not, GG, dared. So I'm just gonna leave that 19 there.
It's just a 19.
No, it's... She was just...
It's a
using luck.
3.
It's a 3.
Oh, okay.
Instead of squinting, she opens her eyes wider.
Like,
The
she
neurons
squinted a little
fire
bit at
wrong.
first, and she was like,
You get your eyelids just get confused for a second, spasm.
All right. Well, Rain, you are blind and deafened until your next turn.
Nice.
Excellent.
So.
Well,
Oh, that's not too long.
that is soon.
So I don't know what symbol. Oh, sure, that one and that one. Sure, you're blind and deaf until your next turn. Great, awesome. The Dread Examiner doesn't like you guys. Obviously,
Fair.
Yes, met us.
it did just meet you, and there was this woman in armor like right in front of his door.
Do anything, I just opened it.
That's a very attractive woman in armor.
we didn't do
What's he
shit to
complaining
him.
about?
We just exist. We were fucking
Um,
with the shadows, sure, but we didn't know what was going on. We didn't hurt them.
Sir, you are rude.
Exactly. He
Uh.
needs to check himself.
Rain did just do 50 points of damage to him.
Well,
That's
yeah,
true.
but
Oh,
he did
sorry,
hit us
yeah.
first.
I guess. But I do that to everyone. Okay.
That's her saying hello.
Okay. So he is going to step up to you after having pushed you, having not pushed you. And he is going to try to... First, he's going to try to hit you. He'll see what happens.
Is you being me?
Yes, Melanie.
Okay.
So that is 24 to hit again.
That hits.
Okay.
You have lucky points, you know.
I'm not gonna use them yet.
All right.
I had to retrieve a shoe. Is Melanie dead? No.
Wow.
Not yet.
Wow.
That's 39 points of force damage.
Okay.
He's going to attempt to hit you again.
Okay.
Is that strength saving throw thing have to
Yes,
happen
strength
again?
saving. Well, right, you're right. Strength saving throw. Okay, you're still
And
in
I
this
pass?
space.
Cool.
26 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
I don't love these like somber contemplative noises Darren keeps making while calculating damage on this
47
thing.
points of force damage.
At least the tank is taking these hits. That's all I can say. I'd
Between
be fucking
those
dead.
3 hits, that's over 100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
she has 200 some hit points, so
205.
yeah.
That's half.
20,
Oh,
only
it's more than
20
half.
Only 21 to hit this time, so doesn't hit you.
Doesn't hit. I actually get my shield up this time.
Clunk.
So 3 attacks.
But the force of the force of the block is pretty hefty. And then yeah, that's all he's gonna do.
End of his turn.
End of his turn.
Stone Rune. He needs to make a DC 19 Wisdom save.
Okay. DC 19 wisdom save.
Yeah.
Whoa. Charmed. I see. Okay. He fails. However, it doesn't look like that affects him.
Ah! Wait, hold on. I might not have done this if I'd known. Is this a construct? Does it? Well, I guess I should say, does this look like a construct?
It does look like a construct, if you wish to take that back.
Yeah, I was thinking we were fighting like a thing that looked like a living creature. But if this looks like a construct, Mel would know that constructs often aren't affected by that sort of thing.
I will let you take that back. I should have described it more.
I had the room zoomed out really far, and once I zoomed in further, I realized that looks real constructy.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly thought it was some weird ass shadow creature.
Okay.
Even when the image was bigger.
Maybe you'll get to use it on Sack.
Yeah, whatever that is. Man, I hope it's not something in the water.
Did you want to do anything else since you took that back?
No. His turn can end as normal. Like I said, with me looking at him and thinking that he's constructed, I wouldn't have tried it.
Okay. Sack. You hear a weird whirling noise behind this individual. Let me grab a picture of him.
I hate the idea that we're about to be attacked by the Dread Examiner's ball sack.
Man,
Says
the
the person
prostate
with
in
a
the box, like,
prostate in a box. Come
yeah,
on.
that sounds exactly like if the prostate in the box gained sentience and wanted to take out all of its
And
hatred.
it never will because it's so well constructed.
The dread examination.
Oh my god, you're right. That's why it's angry. It's his prostate.
Oh no.
Imagine
I'll shrink it.
Imagine
Give me a
a
second.
proctologist
Oh!
and a
Oh!
golfer, and that's on his business card.
I'll shrink it. It's not that big.
Eyeball
What the fuck?
That's
Is this
sad.
like is this The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Purple Edition?
It's hovering actually. So
It hovers.
it hovers.
It looks like something from that awful Matt LeBlanc Lost in Space movie.
So it can hover. It could fly. So it's gonna come out.
Why does it need to hover if it's got legs like that?
I don't know. Ask the people who made it. Ask this guy who probably made it.
What a waste of good legs.
Would
I
have
don't
to go
know. I mean,
past
I think the
you.
Breath of the Wild weird robot things have a great design.
So I think it would
Oh,
have
yeah,
to
I
go
love 'em.
past you, Melanie. So if you want to take that hit, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll try to Sentinel to give him 0 movement speed. Oh my god! Lucky! For
Well,
fuck's sake.
guess it's moving towards Aoife. Are you still
Yeah,
in the ceiling?
Can
I
I
believe.
use hold on, can I use Lucky on my own
Yeah.
outside of my
Yeah.
own turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it. 24 to hit.
Okay. Yeah. That definitely hits.
Oh. Man.
Guess it'll stop right there, right next to you.
You want to take more
fine.
damage.
So it will do. Let me see.
It's my job.
So it takes 23.
I mean, as a parent, I would say your job is to not die.
Well, yeah. Well, from a game perspective, from a metagaming perspective, it is my job to take damage. So
Yeah, you're not wrong.
you got a pineapple.
Just don't take too much damage, because Mel cannot die when Ro isn't here.
Oh yeah, she'd be pissed.
Okay. It's really that yeah. Okay, cannot compute for one. Literally. So it is going to make grabby hands at you
Sure.
as these multiple claws that it didn't use for walking starts attempting to grab you.
Or
Nope. Nope. Yes. That is a 27 to hit.
okay.
It will first bludgeon you with its claw. It's not even using the pointy bits at this point. It's just like,
Fancy.
yeah. So, 18 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
On top of 11 force damage,
Okay.
and you are currently grappled.
Okay.
Okay. At the end of Sack's turn, Mr. Dread Examiner is going to teleport.
Cool.
It will
Oh.
go.
Cool and good.
He'll go over there. That is his action. Rain, you are blind and deaf.
That I am.
Let me see if it's to. Yeah, it's at the. I'm going to see if it's.
I would
the
assume
start.
the end.
End. Yeah, you are blind and deaf.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's no. I guess I'm probably just kind of hunkering down and I guess I'll just take a potion of healing
Okay.
and kind of
Hold
try
on.
to
You're
blink.
blind and deaf. How do you know you get the right one?
Oh no!
That's a great point.
That's a
That
great
is a
question.
great point.
I would say probably with my sleight of hand, the way I arrange everything, I probably know where most everything is. Probably.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fair.
But I could always roll a natural one.
But it's really funny to think that
Yeah.
you don't.
And I will hold an action to attack if I am able. To
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you're just, you know.
Ooh, 5.
Okay.
Such healing.
I assume are you going to move?
I'm blind. I don't want to walk.
Okay,
walk around
that's
with
fair.
something.
That's very fair. This is your second turn, so this turn goes away.
Yep.
Okay. For
So I
its
regain a little bit of sight, and I shoot. Not at advantage, but if it hits, it will be sneak attack.
you see your dread examiner friend over here rearrange some parts of itself
Oh,
and seemingly
I looked at it and I just so it's actually gonna be at this guy because it's the one that is threatening Melanie. And getting a little grabby with my fiance. So don't do that. Don't like it.
Wow,
Yeah,
jealous much?
certainly very
Mhm.
grabbed.
So 52. If 31 hits.
Uh,
If everyone hits.
hold on. I need. There's a lot.
I'd be
there's a lot-
scared.
There's a lot of things going on. So. Oh, okay. So 40. So 31 does hit. What's the total? Is that sneak attack?
Yeah. Because Melanie is in melee with her, right?
Nope.
No.
No. Yes.
being
Yes.
grappled.
This thing. Oh, that
Oh.
thing. Yes.
Yeah.
You can still hit it while being
the
grappled, though.
scavenger is in melee.
Okay, so yeah, it is therefore sneak attack.
Sneak attack. Okay. And that is 62 points of
52.
52 points of piercing damage.
Piercing.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Yep. Okay, great. While that happens and this thing rearranges itself, it looks like it rejuvenates itself.
Oh yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, fun.
Gollum bullshit.
So,
Not
yes, Gollum bullshit. So it is now
Gollum, troll. Sorry.
that much better. Okay, so.
Well, it does look more like a golem than troll, so.
Yeah. It just made me think of the regenerative qualities of a troll.
Okay. Zaitari,
Yes,
it is your turn.
it is. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Hex
Mm-hmm.
on. Actually, no. I'm gonna see 5, 10. I'm gonna use my bonus action to do. Okay, it's in range. Hexblade's Curse
Okay.
on the big thingy. So it'll crit on a 20.
Okay.
Or sorry, a crit on a
19.
19. It'll also gain HP when it dies. There's bonus action or bonus damage. Tick that box. And then as my action, I'm going to Eldritch Blast. I don't know why I couldn't remember the name of it.
That will hit. So 15 force damage. Alright, as you make a Swiss cheese hole in its chest.
Yep, that's 4 beams. Okay, that's it.
So 20, 27 plus another 17. Okay. Aoife, what would you like to do?
I'm going to deploy myself as the backup tank
Mm-hmm.
God.
and deploy myself appropriately to the examiner.
Mm-hmm.
I have my full visage out, my awakened self. So I'm going to go ahead and do my 3 attacks, and then I'll probably do a flurry of blows.
Okay.
No, that didn't work.
All right. The the first and third attack will connect.
All right, and then yeah, I'm just gonna do a flurry of blows. I'm not gonna try and stun this thing.
Okay, so 23 and 10 and 12 and succeed.
Yep.
Cool. Excellent. Many dents are put into this thing. But it is. Are you all set?
Yeah, I just asked that you let me know if it tries to cast a spell.
Okay. Yes, of course.
But that is it.
All right, Melanie.
All right. So I'm a second wind because I'm at 40 hit points. Just breathe real deep for a second while I get some healing. And then let me check something. Because I think a second wind is going to give me more hit points than any of the potions I have, but let me verify that. 'Cause it's been a while. Yeah. 4d4 is the biggest I have, and I'm usually going to get more out of second wind. So first I'm going to go ahead and make myself big.
Okay.
And so that is...
Do you want to be huge or large?
well, hold on. Let me read something. That's also a bonus action, so I'm not going to do that right now.
Okay. Well,
I'll wait on that. And they're doing force damage, so Hill Rosen isn't going to do anything for me. So, all right. I'm just going to go ahead and, actually, as an action, I'm going to turn on the avatar of the storm thingamajiggy. Let me... storm avatar. Because that is an action to do. And that is going to be the end of my turn.
Okay. Rain, it is your turn. You are definitely blind.
Rain, I'm gonna toss a suggestion out here. We need to kill one of these things so we don't die terribly. You should maybe take one of Tilda's 19 and sneak attack crit one of these things in the face.
Yeah. It ended on my turn, right? Or
Yeah,
did it go again?
I think it ends on your turn. So yes.
All right. Is this thing the tentacle friend starting to look hurt at all, or?
It looks pretty hurt.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to run over here, and so it's 5, 20, 25, 30. I'll dash to make sure I get the advantage. And attack with nymph. Oh wait, I could. Now I'm gonna use. I won't use that. No, I won't use. I will stay there and. Oh, hold on, how I'm doing this. Sorry. 5, 10, 15. Attack with nymph using a charge to cast True Strike to get advantage.
I'm sorry. There's just been a bunch of people memeing and making fun of True Strike on one of the D&D subreddits lately.
Well, if you let it happen for free, it's good.
No, there's
yeah. This is a fey creature, right?
Oh, if only.
If only.
That's almost as good as did we level up yet?
Yeah, really.
Plus 12. So 88. Damn, piercing damage.
80. Okay. Okay. So this is what happens.
Oh no.
It falls over and
Hooray!
explodes.
I don't.
And it what?
And it explodes.
Of course it does.
Let me see who it hits.
Oh god.
Hey, I did the.
I did it. I did exactly as you told me,
So
guys.
Zaitari, Rain, Melanie, please
Just
roll.
not. Yeah, I was gonna say just not Aoife.
Not Aoife. Please roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, thank God. 17.
Okay,
23, baby.
you all pass. So you only take.
I hide behind Melanie. Canonically.
That's probably what happens.
Yeah, you might be behind a corpse depending on what you roll.
10 points of force damage.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh, okay.
I was worried.
Yeah, the force of this thing nearly
Oh.
knocks you away, but you guys dodged a blast nimbly.
Right.
So that thing is dead.
So
Ray,
are
would
we
you
up
like-
high? Are we? Is there like a step down? I mean, there's stairs up.
Yeah, there's like 10 feet of space, I would say, between this point and the bottom.
Okay. I would like to hide by dropping prone.
Oh, nice.
Crawling a little bit.
Okay.
Lots of dignity here. Lots of dignity.
Yep.
All right. Are you satisfied with your turn, Rain?
Yeah. I'm just gonna roll stealth just for fun, even if it doesn't matter. Yeah, that tracks.
Cool.
I'd have like 5 head, probably like crawl over here. Yep, I'm totally hidden here.
Okay.
At least from this guy, you know. So that's fine with me. Definitely 100% hidden, can't be seen. All right.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Stuff happens. So he will. This device, this little like lamp type of deal, animates. Let me see who's near it. Okay, Zaitari. Oh, look, Melanie is near it too. And it starts whirling about as if animated on its own. Can Zaitari... Actually, I need to check if Rain... Nope, Rain's fine.
Can't be seen, I told you. I know, it's out of reach, that's all.
It's within 10. No, it's yeah, I'd say Zaitari and Melanie. Zaitari and Melanie, please roll dexterity checks to...
Check or save?
Save, sorry. Saves to dodge the whirling blades of death.
How big these blades look? Does it look
Swiss
pretty
Army
dangerous?
knife blades.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about a lucky then.
Alright.
You take 76 points of damage.
Hold on. No, that succeeds. Never mind. You failed. Silver barbs. You cannot silver barbs. Your payment listed. Cats. Okay, never mind.
So only Melanie takes this. Melanie, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning?
Yep.
Not slashing?
The knives are hitting you with the flats.
Yeah,
the blades.
flats.
They're not even turned
They're very
sideways,
blunt
right?
knives.
Sorry, I was so confused by that amount. I didn't hear how much it was.
It is 13.
13. Okay, I mean, I was confused by the type, and I didn't hear the amount because I was like, bludgeoning. I just
And you
wasn't
are
expecting that.
restrained by the tiny bludgeoning appendages.
They're the plastic knives that
Uh.
you get from the Halloween store
Wow.
with the
I
fake
feel like
blood in them
Melanie is
that drip when you
largely
turn them up and down.
Melanie's largely restrained by her own confusion as to what these knives are doing. She's just like, what's happening right now?
So yeah, you are restrained. Let me know on your turn when you want to escape.
Okay.
Okay. The Dread Examiner does not like being here.
How unfortunate for it.
It is very unfortunate.
I'm just looking at its face and I'm just saying quietly, just repeating to myself very softly, so only he hears it or it hears it. You can't outrun me. I don't need to sleep.
You hear in your head, okay? Punches you.
Cool. AC is 24.
25.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
forgot I got healing when that thing died. Anyways.
I thought you marked the other one. You marked the octopus guy?
Yeah.
Oh, you marked the
okay.
octopus guy. I'm sorry.
I thought you marked the big guy because you Swiss cheesed him.
Yeah.
No, I Swiss cheese the octopus guy.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
okay. Never mind then. I guess that damage didn't count.
Hold on a second. I'd like to check one of my items that I haven't used.
I think that we all just thought you were talking about the other guy.
Mm-mm.
That is my mistake. I'm very sorry.
That's all good.
I'm gonna use the shell bear pendant that Shattuck gave me to make him re-roll that.
Okay. It's still a 25.
Okay. That's fine. I didn't take damage in the last room, so I'm still at full.
Hadn't either. However.
You took all the damage in here, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
So that's 20.
Just say I can take a few and still be not in the danger zone.
That's 20. 34.
Melanie is strongly on that highway right now.
Yeah. I mean, I am
41
backup tank.
41 points of force damage. Please roll a strength saving throw.
Let's go back to the top of my sheet.
Okay, you're good. Gonna punch you once again.
Mm-hmm.
Misses. That's a 21. And one last punch. That is a 29.
Okay, yeah.
Babe, they also have some yak cheese downstairs.
Oh, I already used my reaction. Never mind.
That is 54 points of force damage.
It's just
That hurts, but I'm okay.
over itself, yeah.
Please roll another strength saving throw.
I just read through my shit, and it turns out that my deflect energy can work on force damage. I did not think it would.
Oh.
That's okay.
Does it have to be ranged?
No, my deflect. So it's deflect energy. It's part of my astral arms
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Body of the astral self. Deflect energy. When you take acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, or thunder damage, you can use your reaction to deflect it the same way I would deflect missiles.
Okay.
Whereas force is in there. That's surprising.
I didn't think it would be in there. So
He
it pays to read.
I wanted to so counting squares, I'm 30 feet away from Aoife. I'd like to use Guardian of the Living if that's okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I had to do gridless because this map didn't come gridless.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
I know.
Yeah, because they never line up, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
I tried so hard.
Alright, regain 29 points.
And he punches me twice. I'm like, I don't need to sleep. I don't need to eat. I can run faster than you
However, the strength saving throw was not enough, so he will push you back 10
Then
feet.
I will re-roll it then.
Okay, go ahead.
Use a key to re-roll that bad boy.
Okay, you're not pushed back. Sack is dead.
Rip.
Sack 2!
Saitari, it is your
A
turn.
tinier, saggier sack crawls out from inside of it.
I will pretty much do the same thing as last time.
And they do come to a sack.
This time,
Or if you're
actually
Krogan.
intentionally on the, what is it, Dread Examiner. Does 17 hit?
17 does not connect, unfortunately.
Okay.
23 does.
Damn, all these 29s. What the hell?
45 and 21. Okay. Would you like to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna give a bonus. I'm gonna do a bonus action. Inspiration for Aoife.
Mm-hmm.
To give her the this.
Okay, sounds good. Are you
Okay.
good?
It's a D12 when you need it.
Awesome.
Okay.
It didn't last until the end of my, until the end of my next turn.
Yeah, he's not happy. Not very happy. So it's going to teleport underwater. He is now underwater.
How far underwater?
I need to figure that out. I'd say 10 feet. Like-
Okay, I can still get to him.
Yeah. Aoife.
And it's just an innate ability, the teleportation.
Yeah, it's a legendary action.
Okay. Let's see. I have extended reach with my arms.
Mm-hmm.
I can run on top of water.
Mm-hmm.
So could I just stand directly on top of him and just punch directly down into the water and get him?
Technically, yes.
Would those still be at disadvantage?
I don't think fists get affected by water.
Yeah, I don't think fists do get affected by water.
Excellent.
I'm
They're
fairly
magical
sure
fists too.
Fist daggers, tridents,
Astral
spears
fists.
work underwater.
Okay, I'll just run on top of the water, stand on top of him, and crouch real low and just punch down into the water.
Okay, that is fine.
Can't run from me, bitch.
Told you can't run.
Unfortunately, that does not connect.
Let's roll a inspiration on that one. If I roll high enough. 25.
That will hit.
Nice.
That will connect.
All right.
21.
And then let's do 4 more of magical fist attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Another fucking 15.
So yeah, this the crit that and that will hit. But the
Do I
last one-
have the one that is it a reroll of? I think it's a reroll of a saving throw, not an attack. Yep.
19. 21. Okay, cool. Is that the end of your turn?
You know what? Might as well. I'll try and stun it. I don't think it can be stunned, but I'll try.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would assume it's
No.
probably immune to that. But
Probably it's a construct, but you know, it doesn't hurt to try. It's sassy. So it's conscious enough to sass me. A DC 19 con save. It also probably has ridiculous con.
oh yeah, definitely.
Oh well.
Yep, you're at no stun.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did it
Figured I
seem like
might
it
as well.
saved, or did it seem like it did not affect it?
It seemed like
Or-
it saved.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's surprising.
Interesting. Was not expecting that.
Alright. It's at the end of your turn, it's going to put itself back together. Okay, Melanie.
Great. So Mel is finding her. Okay. Mel is going to drink the largest healing potion she has. Go ahead and oh, I don't have him set to do R44 plus 4. Okay. So all right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'm just gonna drink my potion with my action. And then I'm going to use a bonus action. Can I still see this creature over here?
No, it's underwater now.
But I like if I were to go over this way, I wouldn't be able to see it if I were like here or something. Like the water isn't see-through.
The water's like, okay, it's like it's 10 feet down there, so I'm trying to figure out, okay, so if you I mean you could see him. I'll say you can see him.
Okay, because part of the thing that I can do is I can call down a little like lightning bolt thing, but it has to be a creature within 30 feet that I can see. Because it says I can choose a creature I can see within 30 feet to be struck by lightning. They have to make a DC 15 saving throw or takes 5d6 lightning damage.
Okay.
So would you feel like I could do that?
Yeah, I'd
or
say you
would
could
you
do
feel
that. Especially
Okay,
when it's in the water. Or, you know, there's
Yeah,
some conductivity with this water.
Okay. So DC 15 set dex, and then if it'll be 22.
Okay, it will save.
Okay, so
Half?
11.
11? Okay.
Yep.
Buzz, buzz. Electrocute, electrocute. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, Rain.
Yeah.
Everything looks fine from where I am.
I mean, your fiance is currently bleeding from like so much of herself. Like there's just blood coming out of this woman.
Well, seeing as I am a well-known healer. No, I can do, babe. Sorry. Command heal thyself. No.
Oh wait. Hold on. On my fuck. Nope. I forgot the thing. Continue, do the thing. I forgot I was on doing.
So I guess I'm just gonna
Dandy.
pretty much end up popping up. I probably know things are going on over here. You know, I can't. You know, I see punching in the water, just splish splash. I'm assuming, Aoife is not having a spa day. You know, I'm just gonna hold a shot till I can see something to shoot. And as a bonus action, I will bardically inspire Melanie. Yeah. Yeah, even with all the blood, you still look hot, babe. Just
And she just coughs some blood out. Thanks.
Please, not on the shoes, no.
It's sexy organ damage. It's good.
Yep. And that'll be my turn. Holding an action to fire when I see something hostile.
Okay. On the layer action's turn, the Dread Examiner is going to take out a Swiss Army knife from its confines. Uh,
Confines? Like
it's got
what?
pockets.
What? Okay.
There's many crevasses.
No
Nature's
wonder this
pocket.
construct can
Didn't
get
need to hear
stunned
that word.
potentially.
Aoife, could you please roll a dexterity saving throw? Oh shit, I forgot. Melanie, you were restrained. Could you just roll a strength check to see if you broke free?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I forgot about that completely.
I forgot
I'm
about that
sorry.
too. I'm sorry. Oh yeah,
30?
you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Aoife, you are fine. You are not restrained by a Swiss Army hammer. Let's just call it a Swiss Army hammer.
Okay.
All right. It's its turn. It will cast a spell. What are you doing?
I am a mage slayer.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'd be able to do is punch it, but I could potentially stun it as well. So I will attempt to do this. I will punch it and attempt to stun it as well.
Okay. You do indeed punch.
Stun? Question mark?
It's 19.
DC 19 con.
It will pass.
Okay, yeah.
It creates a wall of force between you and it.
I know this spell.
Yes,
Tilda's
you
used
do.
this spell.
Yes, you have. It's basically what it's doing is trying to make a wall between you and it, which it does because Mage Slayer is just punching. And then, for its remaining actions and remaining movement, it is going to swim because it has a swim speed. God knows why.
This exact situation, apparently.
It is going to swim this way. You could barely see its feet. And I gotta figure out this wall force thing. I'm sorry, hold on. I need to draw boxes.
Yeah.
It's vertical. It's just...
This thing seems relatively smart, but does it realize that if I so desired, I can just run 110 feet and still be able to punch it 3 times?
10.
It's
So
it's
essentially,
been down in the. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
So essentially, it is going to draw a bunch of 10 by 10 foot panels. This is why I hate spells.
No, you didn't have to use it.
Well, it was either that or something else, and the other thing wouldn't make sense.
True strike. No, I'm kidding.
It's motivational speech, actually.
Oh,
Mm,
ceremony.
that makes sense.
Actually, hold on. Can I make these solid? I can make these solid, can't I? Yes, I can. Okay. Give me a moment. I need to make my solids 10 by 10 foot squares. God damn it, stop. There we go. Copy. Alright, so it was there. You were right on top of it, so I'm just going to move you temporarily.
No problem.
And move this guy temporarily. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there we go. So underneath. All right, done. God damn it. Get it. Fine. What else can I do? Okay, that's it. It's done. I'm done. Sack is dead. Zaitari.
Well, I can't heal like Tilda can. But let me see.
Do you have anything that could stop this thing from fleeing?
I mean, it kind of already did. I don't think Dispel Magic will work on Wall of Forest, will it?
No, it's the only disintegration.
Because I know called the help me. What's the other one? What's the other one called?
Outbox? I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, there's Wall of Force, and what's the other one?
I just think of it as timeout box.
Force
Force
cage?
cage.
Force Cage, that's it. Okay. That one I know can only be disintegrated.
Yeah, Wall Force, disintegration works, immune to damage, can't be dispelled by Dispel Magic. It says it specifically.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Would it be possible to put those boxes on the map layer so we can? No, that wouldn't help. I can't see the grid. I can't count.
It'll still cover up the map too because it's
Yeah,
the grid
because
is on
the
the
grid's
map.
on the map. Yeah. No, it'll still work. Oh, I'm good.
Would I happen to know this creature's name?
No.
Damn.
You could take a guess, and I will
Rumpelstiltskin!
roll. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Just let's have fun tonight. I'm gonna roll
Sure.
a percentile die. If you call out a name and I hit the percentile, which is gonna be very small. Actually, no. You roll the percentile.
Okay. Because I was gonna do Psychic Lance.
Okay. You could either do Psychic Lance or you can take a chance with the name. So 1 out of 100, pretty much. So it's a 1%. I'll give you a 1%.
I kind of figured. But I mean, with Psychic Lance, I would need to say the name, and then it'll just go to it without having to see it. Is the benefit of that. Because I don't really have anything else. How's Rain and Aoife looking on health?
I am half health-ish, a little above.
Rain's good. She hasn't taken any damage, actually, because the only damage was Dex save, so passed.
Currently at 1/4.
Then I'll probably do Mass Cure Wounds. I'll move myself a bit here. And
I would just like to be up a little bit higher because this thing can hit for about 40, and
40
I'm
to
currently
50,
at 52. So it could hit me twice and I could be down.
So everyone gets 21?
yeah, everybody gets 21.
Pretty close to triple digits. I'm coming for you.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes, that is it.
All right. It is going to use its second legendary action to teleport 120 feet away. So I'm gonna keep track on this piece of paper. As far as this freaking river goes, I'll also have to start calculating how far this river is because I did not account for this.
I'm coming for you.
Okay. It's 120 feet off the map. Underwater.
Cool.
Aoife.
Is the opening in this wall the same as the opening on the other side? Like, can I just run through that gap?
Let me take a look. You know what? I'm gonna remove the walls of force so I can see. just there's walls of forces there. It is pretty. I mean, you can get through it. It is a 5 foot
I'm not very
space.
big. I'm not very big.
No,
so.
you're not. Over
I'd
there,
like.
Aaron.
I'd like to just. I'm
Well-
chasing. Do you guys want me to chase this thing off, or do you want me to stay here?
No, I think it's a bad idea to chase it.
Yeah, no, don't chase
Because none
it.
of us
Okay.
are fast enough to go with you.
Okay, I
Um,
will just post myself up here then, and basically be guard.
Okay.
Let's tiny hut and take a short rest.
Okay.
I will stand guard while you guys tiny hut.
All right. You see like a dark shape like teleport away after a few rounds.
I can still see normally in darkness and magical darkness right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll just stand here while they tiny hut, and then once the tiny hut's up, I will join them.
Okay. Sounds good. We are out of combat.
Oh, that really hurt. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
that fucker hit hard.
Yeah. And like a lot of times.
Roll a few hit die, I think.
Yeah, start bandaging everybody up. Help Melanie. Yeah, just all the bandages.
While you guys are
Um.
doing that, I actually have a handout to give. Well, for Zaitari mostly because I did promise you guys new spells.
Oh, yay. Because I can. Like, why not? And I never fucking use it. I'll Song of Rest for us. Everybody
Zaitari, this
gains
is not
7
the
hit
time.
points. Everybody gets 7 hit points. You know, I'm just doing a nice little tune on my canoon to relax a little bit after that insanity.
Alright, and we're also gonna do this.
All right, I'm topped up.
Up to 182. I think I'm alright. That's only
What?
20 hit points down from tops for me,
Yeah,
so.
I'm 133 out of 140, so I feel pretty good.
Do 2 more.
Yeah, I'm really happy. On the last level up, I can no longer be go from 100% alive to power word killed. Got 106 hit points.
Do another
There
one.
you go.
5. That was 5 hit die.
As you can tell with the last spell, Zaitari, I was lazy.
It's fine. You're fine. Okay, let me hit that short rest button.
Juju Blast.
So actually, you've seen Juju Blast before. Binto used it back in back during your. I think it was your fight. It was either your fight or one of the fights you saw with the Guardian. Yeah, with the Guardians,
Very nice.
taking the cola nuts and using them.
Old magic counterspell is just counterspell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like it.
I'm just like
love
I
that.
If
can't.
it works, it works.
It works. It works.
Well, it's like they, when they're like trying to uncover like ancient technology, and they're like, but we have a better version today. Like leather workers still use bone tools to do their creasing because it just never got better than that.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
counterspell.
Yeah, I
It's
fixed
the wheel. Don't reinvent it.
Lava Plume
uh,
is the cantrip
Juju
you
Blast.
saw the acolyte used back at the academy. Yeah.
That Juju Blast is gay as hell. Just rainbows everywhere.
But I already
Juju
have
Blast sounds like a
counterspell.
custom cocktail at like a, the college kid's favorite bar.
Is it a lower spell level? Or is it also 3rd level?
Juju Blast is.
No. Counterspell.
Oh, it's
old
3rd
magic.
level. It's also 3rd level.
Okay.
Sorry. I should have hit
Now-
the level.
Can you just only prepare old magic counterspell and then you don't have to have both of them though?
No, because I took it as a magical secret.
Oh, that sucks.
Pity was taken on me with haste, so. If any of us were other spellcasters, that would be rad as hell.
I'm a druid.
But can you cast 3rd level spells?
No.
Yeah.
I have absorb elements, that's the important one. I have fairy fire.
How many druid levels do you have? Just
Only
one?
one. Just the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have the knowledge. Maybe we can pass it on to others
Yeah.
who do not have counterspell.
I only took one level of druid in honor of Bear Friend.
I like it.
Everything
I
else.
like story-based choices, so I'm
Yeah,
down.
my last 2 levels will probably be monk, or if I want to get real buck wild, fighter.
Spider. Oh, fighter! That makes a lot more sense. I was like, is there a fucking new class I didn't know about?
If I do fighter and I can get that second wind, I could have 8 attacks around,
Mm-hmm.
plus an applicable fighting style. So
Action surge plus flurry of blows would be fucking nuts.
yeah, because especially my awakened astral self gives me 3 attacks
Yeah.
already.
Okay.
All right, so we've taken a little break so that Melanie is not bleeding out any longer.
Mm-hmm.
And has that thing or anything else like moved since we've been chilling here?
Nope.
Are our shadows still doing weird shit
I'd
if we're
say
not in
yeah.
the bubble?
Yeah, your shadows are still doing weird shit.
Yeah,
Ah.
I mean, it's still alive. That doesn't really surprise me.
Place is so fucking weird.
Well, it really didn't seem to
So,
want you to come through that door.
shall we go through the door that it punched Melanie through?
Yeah,
Where
that's
the
probably a good
weird
idea.
tentacle robot thing came from?
Probably.
Onward.
Onward, upward. Twirling, always twirling.
Okay. Are you guys going cautiously? Are you just going rambunctiously?
For all the good it's going to do me again, I will go invisible.
Okay.
Using the second casting of it from the armor.
I feel like, honestly, just walking normally, it's, people know we're here. You know?
Yeah, we're not hidden. We are known.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone is going to sneak, it is going to be Rain, but it's probably not possible.
Sounds good. Rain, can you just just throw a stealth check?
Bits and giggles.
Yeah, for shits and giggles. Okay. How far ahead would you say you're going in front of everyone else?
25 feet.
Okay. Sounds good.
I've learned my lesson
Okay. When you enter,
for today.
so when you enter through the door, it opens up into a very long hallway. It's kind of echoey in here, so you can see how your own sounds from this room could bounce off in this hallway, but in turn, the footsteps from said creature bounced off towards you. So this is how you guys heard each other.
Okay.
Initially. There are a variety of etchings on the wall of depicting of well, it looks,
Oh, question for you.
yes.
Now that we've seen that big asshole guy that was punching us, does it look like his feet were the footprints that we saw?
Yes.
So as Rain casts the invisibility, I flip off my shadow.
Oh,
Do I
yeah.
still have a shadow once the invisibility goes through? To my eyes, at least.
Yes.
And is it flipping me off?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, fuck you too. You guys just hear muttered out of the
So you're going through, and there are a variety of murals on the wall. The first thing you notice, because your passive perception is like probably bonkers, I assume at this point.
It's only 25.
Your passive perception is bonkers at this point. There is a depiction of the Godslayer. You can tell it's the Godslayer because it's a gigantic golem thing, bigger than all the little people that's depicted next to it. It looks like it had come out of what looks like some kind of mountain passage, and it is punching armies with its magical glowing weapon. And a little bit further down the hallway, it looks like it stops for some reason. It just like completely, like, it's depicted as it just falls over. You don't know why, just fell over. There's also other depictions of people being enslaved by a giant amalgamation of like tentacles and eyes and skulls, which you can only assume is the old one of this particular area.
Are we all looking at this or just Rain?
Rain, but as you follow Rain 25 feet behind, you all do see this.
I have a question. So
Yes.
often with a mural, there's like a vibe. And so when is this a vibe of veneration toward the old one and like a fuck you to the Godslayer, or is it more of like a oh fuck this sucks to the old one and veneration to the Godslayer, or thanks for the Godslayer? Like what kind of vibe are we getting from this stuff?
You get the vibe of
Rub my vibe check.
you get the feeling of this mural was put into place to instill fear and awe, but
Okay.
mostly fear.
Fear of the old one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this was probably not made by one of the peoples that were worshipping the old one, this mural then. If I had to guess from the way that they're depicted.
It's really hard to say.
Okay.
It's probably It's like if a tyrant had made a mural depicting his God-fearing abilities for the common people. This is what that mural would be.
Okay.
So it's meant to instill fear by the person who commissioned it, which may or may not probably have been the old one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you go down this hallway. There's like ruined statues of more weird Cthulhu-esque shit that have been like broken, weathered over time. And then when you get to the end of this hallway, there is a door similar to the one that Melanie had opened prior before getting punched in the face.
Sure.
Rain, what would you like to do? You're the first one to reach this door.
Melanie, you want to open another door?
Sure.
No, Melanie, no.
Supposed to say no.
How hard was that door to open, Melanie? Was it?
I mean, I really regretted it after the fact, but it wasn't that hard to open originally. The regret hurt.
I still don't think I'm. It's still a pretty big door. Mage hand's not gonna cut it, right? Yeah.
I mean, it didn't look that hard to open when Melanie first opened it, even with her astronomical strength.
All right. Well, I'll try to open it with I'll walk up to it
Okay.
stealthily, look it over for traps, pacing behind the door, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sleight of hand or these tools or
Investigation to check the traps.
excellent. 23.
The door appears not to be trapped.
All right. Check whether it opens in or out, and then I will step back 30 feet and cast Mage Hand and appear, and try to open the door.
Okay. After figuring out if the door opens in or out, it opens out. Actually, it opens in. It opens in. You are met by a giant workshop of sorts. This one looks like it was trying to make a godslayer, but there's like parts everywhere. The runes of these particular parts aren't as well refined as the one that you have in the previous room.
It's a wish copy.
Yeah, it is a wish copy. Exactly. It's the perfect way to describe it. It's a wish godslayer, but not put together. It also looks like in this room that there are a lot of dead things. Like a lot of dead people of varying stages. Dead animals of varying stages.
Like varying stages of decay?
Yes.
How fresh would the freshest dead thing be?
The freshest dead thing looks to be a horse. And it looks like it's a couple of days old. It looks like somebody was playing doctor in here with a lot of body parts. And also attaching machinery to it.
I think that do you think they were trying to rebuild the Godslayer, but with like body parts? Some sort of necromantic fuel or something?
I have no idea, but whatever it is, I don't like this room and whatever they're trying to do.
There are more footprints of your previous combatant in here.
Is there another hallway, another door?
Yes. Actually, there are several doors in here. One north, east, and west.
How long have we been gone from the surface?
Probably half an hour.
Okay.
Well, we took a short rest, so it's been at least an hour and something.
Okay, an hour and something. I forgot about short rests.
Should we send a message to let them know that we're down here? We've found some bullshit, but it's not safe.
I was thinking the same thing. Yes.
Because this seems like a lot, and I don't think it's safe for anybody that's not really, really well equipped to come down here, because that thing hit fucking hard. But I don't want them to send a bunch of people down looking for us and get hurt. I don't want to cause more damage by being down here. But I
Yeah,
don't
I'll send a
think I'm ready
sending
to
to
leave.
the older elven man,
Mhm.
whose name I cannot remember at
Dr.
this moment.
Agrita, I assume?
Yes. Plot thing that probably took out your
Contract?
what? Yeah, construct. Got away. Still working on it. Everybody's fine.
Stay away.
Noted.
Yeah, don't come down here.
Oh, don't come down there. Okay. Noted. Will await your your safe return. We'll we'll save you dinner as well.
Rad.
So east, northeast, west door. Any in particular you want to look at? Did you want to explore the strange experimental room more?
Could we have Tilda check out the experimental room?
Yep. She will check out the. What would you like her to decipher from the experimental room?
So
what they're trying to do? Essentially, like, what's the point of all of this?
Okay.
I think that especially because Tilda has seen the runes on the other god-slaying creature, the one that was deactivated further away, she might even be able to kind of like compare any runes on this and see if they're trying to use the same magic, if they're trying to use a different magic. So not only just seeing what it is, but kind of comparing it, since obviously the other magic wasn't completely familiar to us either.
She will say something along the lines of, well, it certainly looks like they were taking inspiration from the God Slayer in the other room. However, the work seems a lot shoddier than that of that one that we originally saw. So it looks like they were attempting to recreate something. As for the other experiments, I have no idea. Looks like just terrible, awful experimentation.
Yeah, that
But
tracks.
so does it not look like this thing is trying to use the various bodies toward the Godslayer? It looks like the Godslayer and then all the bits and bobs are like two separate projects.
It looks like multiple projects.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that tracks for somebody who's doing, like, experimenting. They have multiple projects going at once, so...
Yeah, well, but I wasn't sure kind of if they seem to be tying them together or not, so okay. Is there any... If we search around in here, almost anytime somebody's doing experiments, they're going to have shit written down. Do we find any logbooks, any journals,
Oh yeah.
anything like that?
Baby.
Oh yes.
Can we read any of them?
Yeah, I will. Let's see. I need to. What language? It's mostly all written in. Fuck it, common.
Sure.
I mean, Tilda knows comprehend languages, so it.
When it says languages, all like you just gotta pick one at that point.
True.
It's mostly written in common. It looks like one of the experiments was to create life without assistance of magic spells, i.e. lightning and shit like that.
Okay.
You see how that went. That didn't go at all. However, the combination of machine and flesh did work to some extent. However, it did just animate the machine part and not the fleshy bits. The other one was making more arcane scavengers, i.e., the same thing that you guys had fought in the previous room with the octopus arms. Got that working because it was mostly inorganic.
Lovely.
Yeah. It does talk about the God Slayer and how it wants to replicate it, but is unsuccessful so far. Can't quite get the carvings correct.
Interesting. Okay.
And it looks like it was going to be targeting the archaeologists soon because it was running out of
Lovely.
underground sentient beings.
Great.
Do any of these mention anything that they did that were fucking up the bugs?
It's,
I think they're also just confused.
Maybe.
Because it seems to be fucking with the shadows, so they're probably just like do not understand what's going on.
from all the writings, you can decipher that the being itself has the ability to psychically screw with the minds of lesser beings.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
I don't think there's not anything in here like, boy, I sure am allergic to pine nuts or anything, right? Like, is that
Nothing like that.
okay? Well, you gotta ask.
No.
And in this journal, I write all of my weaknesses.
Every
Hope
single
nobody
one.
ever finds it.
I am allergic to hedgehogs.
I'm a hedgehog, guys.
No, nothing like that.
With the writings that we're seeing here and this room and all of this, you said that the things are in various states of decay.
Mm-hmm.
The oldest bodies in this room, would we think they are from months ago? Are we talking like mummified, completely desiccated from centuries before?
We're only probably thinking about maybe at the oldest 2 months. It
Okay.
doesn't seem like this thing was here for very like centuries or something. It looks like it hasn't been here for long, and from some of its writings, it seems to move around often. It's not.
Okay.
It's a very nomadic mad scientist.
Lovely. Well, we need to fucking kill it though, so before we leave, I think that we should probably gather up all these writings, because
Yeah, I'll sweep them all into my bag of holding.
Okay. Sounds
if
good.
it were to come back, it might try to take them, and I think that we should probably be able to give these to the people up there, and they might be able to help, with their research and stuff. So,
For the doors that are in this room, is there one that has, like, it seems most traveled through? Like the footprints are the most
Yes.
prominent.
The footprints seem to be going out the west door most.
Okay.
Yeah.
do any of these doors go toward where we think the river would pass?
Probably the east door. It's probably your best bet.
Let's open up the west door, see what's there, and then if it's like just a room, explore it. If not, then we'll try to cut this thing off.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, it can teleport, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. But that doesn't mean it maybe wants to
It
use up all
seems
its
like
teleport.
it has a
so.
limited range. It's not like it's teleporting away. It's like dimension dooring.
Yeah, it seems like it can only go a little ways. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's check out the west.
Okay, when you check out the west door, there is more books. However, it looks like these are very old, to the point of if you handle them the wrong way, they'll probably turn to dust. Old. So these were probably here with the original occupants.
Do the journals mention this room at all?
They do. They note that the texts in here are very old, and that like most of the things he had tried to do was with a couple of the magical tomes that are in this room.
Oh.
Those don't disintegrate at the touch.
Would Tilda be able to make an Arcana check, and just based off of the fact, that she is a wizard and knows magical books pretty good, would she be able to pick them out?
If you give her 10 minutes, she could probably just ritually cast detect magic and pick them out. It's from what his journals say, it still seems like the books still have magic in them still.
Okay. Then we'll spend the 10 minutes doing the detect magic in the library. And you said, was there also a north door?
There was a north door, yes.
I can stick in here with Tilda, just make sure, she isn't by herself, if you guys want to look through the north door.
Okay, I'll look.
Yeah.
I'll
We'll look
try
with
to.
Melanie.
Like I say, if it's we'll try to open it up with the mage hand first.
Okay. Did you want to check the door for traps as you traditionally do?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Investigation. 23.
The door does not appear to be trapped.
In that case, I'll stand back 30 feet again and open the door.
Okay, sounds good. When you open this door, it leads to what looks like was once a like a living room area of sorts, but any furniture that was here is old and just like a pile of scrap fabric at this point. Anything that was organic is just gone. There are a few statues in here, but they've been broken for some time. This does seem like a decent living area.
The broken statues, does it seem like broken down from time or broken down from being defaced?
The majority of them look like they're broken down from time. If they weren't broken down by time, then this individual probably recently broke them. That's a very fluffy tummy.
Is there any you said that there were statues. Are the statues kind of like the murally type things that are telling a record like the other room, or are these more just decorative?
These are more decorative.
Okay. Mel is going to look around and see if there's anything interesting stashed in here. Especially because, living quarters, sometimes people put, stuff places and
Exactly what I was
drawers
thinking.
or whatever. So she's gonna look around for cool shit.
Okay, yeah, sure. Give me okay, you as well. Okay.
I'll give someone advantage by pointing out where I think as a rogue the good hiding spots are.
Ooh.
You should take it, Melanie. You have a +1. I have a +0.
Okay, well, I'm just rolling
Guidance.
Woohoo! Ooh. As Rain starts pointing out where she would hide things, Mel just starts mentally like keeping note of that, and she's like, "I'm gonna check all the spaces when I get home," and is not paying attention enough.
Okay.
Could find some good shit. No.
All right. Give me a couple of seconds. All right. In this room, you find.
We're really lucky that as the tank and backup tank, it's not our job to think.
Oh yeah, it's good. I'm not a think tank. Ha ha ha.
Ah ha 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 ha.
Oh my god. Rocks
Okay,
fall
I
on
have to
you.
say,
No, no.
A couple days ago, I was making hamburgers, and when I dropped one on the floor by accident, like still raw. And I told
no.
Kelly that I didn't want to eat the ground beef.
Ah.
Didn't even laugh.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Or some lawyer up at the gym. No.
Okay. So Melanie, you find a
Yeah.
pouch.
Ooh.
It looks like there was dried meat in this pouch at one point.
Found the turkey stash.
It is no longer dried meat. It is like dried dust fibers.
Oh, so it's jerky chew now. No.
Yeah.
I could snort it and get a ration out of it.
Aoife, if you're interested in this,
Sure.
you find a bottle of honey. It is still intact.
Honey. Adding
Nice.
it to my inventory.
Fucking honey.
Yep.
Has it crystallized at all?
Yeah, it has crystallized.
Okay, so it wasn't stored completely without water. Okay.
It's
Questionably old honey.
really fucking old honey.
That's fair.
I mean, technically, honey doesn't expire, so.
Yeah, I mean, you probably still
No,
could
it
use-
just eventually crystallizes.
Yeah.
If it's assuming that there's any water present. If there's not water present, it can last a really long time without crystallizing. But
Okay. For books, let me go back to that. I might have to just give you the books later.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I will write that down for you guys. You find a total of 5 magical books.
nice.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do?
While we're looking around, while we're like bebopping around, the entire time Mel is listening, like constantly to make sure she doesn't hear the footsteps of that guy coming for us.
Mhm.
So like, Mel is on alert during all of this.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Sounds good. I will take note of that. Okay. So as you guys are exploring this entire place, you guys do get a message. It is coming from. It's from Ankara.
Mm-hmm.
And this is probably like half an hour later.
Mm-hmm.
She says, everything still okay.
This to me.
Yeah, this is
Or-
to you.
Okay. Everything's still fine. Just doing a lot of investigating. large god killer construct down here. We'll update you if, anything else happens.
Okay. Right. You figured like that she's like, all right, I got the message. Everything's
Mhm,
fine.
mhm.
You guys are not dead.
Yet.
Yes.
I wasn't gonna say it.
If we want to head east now, I think probably should. Hopefully we can catch up to this thing and kill it.
Are there any more doors out of this room?
Just east.
Okay.
Yeah, north was the living room. West was the library area, and then you have the east door left. I believe. Yes. East.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You do eventually connect with the river. How would you like to go about tracking this thing?
Man, I really wish Hexblade's curse was like Hunter's Mark in that one regard of being able to always know where it is.
That
Does
would
anyone
be-
have
Hex
levitate?
do that? Regular hex?
Maybe it's Hunter's Mark you're thinking of.
No, yeah,
Maybe.
it's just Hunter's Mark.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
does anyone have levitate or like something where y'all can just be weightless and I can just tear ass down this river? Because
We
it can
can
teleport
get-
away at
we can
get
quite a bit at a
portable
time.
hole.
We have a portable hole.
Y'all want to do some portable hole travel?
Sure.
It's been a while,
It's fine by me.
If anybody wants to slap an invisibility on me as well, that'd be sick, so it doesn't hear me coming. Well, see me coming. It's not going to hear me coming because I'm going to
I'll
be running
do
on the wall.
I'll do it. I'll give you invisibility.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll be running along walls, not on the water because water are splishy splashes. Sprinting until I run into this thing.
Before we go though, should we
Yeah.
just kind of like look for footprints and make sure it didn't already get out of the water, like right here? Like,
I saw it teleport like away though, right? Like it went out of my line of sight.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's also been at least an hour. So it could have tried to come back by now.
Oh.
Before getting in the hole, Mel will try to look for footprints.
Okay.
Is that a investigation?
Yeah, I would say it's an investigation.
Okay, 1 second. Oh my god! Hey!
So as you are looking along the river, looking for footprints, it does look like it does come out of the water at some point, but there is like 120 feet between footprints, roughly.
Oh, so it's just teleporting repeatedly.
It's
Okay.
it's trying to cover as much ground as possible.
Fuck these guys.
As far as you can tell, away from you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I don't
let's
think
go.
I don't think it liked me very much.
Mm-mm.
Let's go. Mel will crawl in the portable hole.
And yeah, once everyone's in, I'm sprinting down the walls, technically,
Okay.
all invisible.
And it's a good thing Mel's involved, because, like, if something happened to Aoife, Rain might not get you out of it with that DC 10 check.
Okay. I how far would you guys want to take this?
Pretty far. This thing was really doing a lot of crazy shit, and it needs to go.
Yeah. I mean, I can just, if I need to, I could do some Step of the Winds too to make it faster. But I'm covering 110 feet around with a dash, so.
Okay. Just realize this thing probably has about an hour and so minutes on you.
Yeah, but it eventually is going to think that it's safe and stop.
Yeah, how about we take it for like 10 minutes, because that's a lot of ground that Aoife covered. And if nothing's there, because we'll have to take air breaks anyways.
Yeah, also, I don't need food or water, so I can go for a while.
We do. We need food and water.
You're in a hole. You can eat.
We need to breathe.
You can do that while I'm on the move.
There's 10 minutes of air in the hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be willing to spend. Mel would be with the fact that it was planning on fucking with the archaeologist, that it possibly has a lot of crazy knowledge that it's using for not good things, and the fact that it punched her really hard and she's salty about it. Mel would be willing to chase this thing for several hours. So as long as Aoife is okay with going, Mel would be okay with continuing.
Zaitari is good for about 15 minutes, and then she's gonna be like, I want to go back now. Thank you.
Okay.
Ryan's down for chasing it, but if you can't find it within 15 minutes, it could be anywhere. It could be back at the place killing people. It could be literally anywhere, you know?
It does seem like it can only teleport to places it can see.
Yeah,
So
but it's had an hour to go wherever the fuck it wants.
It has, and that's assuming it didn't also have to stop and heal itself.
Also, we saw footprints, so we can somewhat follow the footprints and know where it's been going.
Okay.
Zaitari will be in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, if the whole group doesn't want to go, that's fine. Mel and Aoife can buddy cop this and at least lure it back to the group.
I will tell you what. I will. Okay, so let's say for now 15 minutes. I will. Okay. Give me 3 investigation checks. As you're tailing this thing, so you will have to keep I'll say you have to track footprints. Now I'm gonna tell you where they go, and then according to where they go, you can tell me what you want to do.
Can I argue for survival since it's tracking?
It's survival, sure, survival.
Or, Zaitari, do you want to give him Bardic Inspiration since yours is better?
I can, but that would require like stopping, letting me come out of the bag, giving.
No, it's only 10 minutes. Doesn't it last 10, or is it only a minute?
No, that's right. It does last 10 minutes.
Does Tilda have enhanceability?
Let me take a look. I don't know if she would have prepped it.
I have it sometimes, but not now. I haven't had it in a while.
When this loads, I will tell you.
Also, just like for context, with Aoife doing the sprinting stuff, I can in 15 minutes I can cover 3 miles.
It's crazy.
15 or a 10-minute 1.5 mile.
On your left.
I do not see enhanceability.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can do to boost my own survival.
But I'll give you the Bardic Inspiration as well before we get in the bag.
Awesome. I'm looking through all my shit real fast.
Zaitari's better at the pep talks. Most of
What
Rain
can I
Spark
say?
is
I'm
great.
more
Just put-
experienced.
Okay. All right. You said
I say
3
that's what I've
survival
heard, but-
checks,
Yes.
and this is while I'm running.
Yes.
No, Rain does say that's what she's heard, but it's not an insult coming from her.
Can I use 3 Step of the Winds to give myself guidance on these 3 as well?
Sure.
Cool, I'll do that. So I'll dash as a bonus action and guidance
That is
myself
fair.
as an
I will give you
action.
that.
All right.
You have a
One.
D for one of them if you choose to use it.
I will divvy stuff up in a second. 2, 3. Oh God. Well, I will give myself the best chance of success on that first one, I guess, with
Okay.
a D12. And a D4 for guidance, then I'll add D4s to the other 2, I guess. So it's a 17 for the first one,
Okay.
a 26 for the second,
Okay.
and a 10 but natural 1 on the third.
Okay. So
So
you're so
decent, good, bad.
yeah. So you find you're able to keep up with the tracks. It's slow. It's like now you're going through a bunch of natural tunnels. So it's no longer by your second survival check is no longer part of the complex that you've come from. And you're doing a very good job of keeping track of said keeping up with the creature at this point. However, by the third, and you start to realize that this thing is because the tunnels are starting to incline. So you're think, oh, this thing is beginning to go to the surface. And by your third check, you do come to the a tunnel which opens up to the surface. However, at this point, there are no more tracks to follow.
Cool. I will go ahead and let everyone out of the bag up there, or let everyone out of the hole, I should say.
Zatari, do you have scrying?
No,
Does Tilda?
that's usually a Tilda thing. I don't know if she has it prepared or not.
Let me take a look.
She's a divination cleric or a divination wizard, so I would think that she has it,
I don't know if she has
but it might not be prepared.
Yeah, I know she has it. She just doesn't prep it all the time. It doesn't appear to be prepped today.
Ah. So I'm assuming that Aoife like lets us out of the bag, and we're kind of standing here on the ground on this area, and there's no tracks, right?
No tracks.
In this area, if we just kind of like look around, is there I don't know, somewhere that it looks like it might go? Like, I don't know. Like, is there anything that stands out in this area, or is it just random fucking woodland?
I will let you know. You are in wilderness. It is kind of like a packed earth. There's like little bits of shrubbery around. You're still kind of in like a dry cooler desert setting, but there isn't much vegetation. There's some like low grass and some thorny shrubs. In the distance, there's a pack of wild yak munching on the grass. And there's some, mountains, like mountain ranges spotted about, but as far as you can tell, if there's like any landmarks or civilization in the area, you do not see any.
Okay. last ditch. I have a request of you. So
I'm making a face, but go ahead.
Oh God.
all right, Mel is gonna get out her sword,
Okay.
and I'm assuming you guys have all seen The Princess Bride. She is going to like look at her sword, and she is going to reach out to her deity, all right, and she's going to commune as much as she can with her relic and with Cord, and say, I am trying to do battle with something that has killed and will continue to kill. I am doing your will and taking my might and protecting others. Show me a sign, and I just gonna see
All right.
what happens.
I am gonna give you
like a percentile roll.
a percentile. You know what? I'm gonna give you what is it? Divination, or is it
The like
Divine
a channel divinity.
intervention.
divine intervention? I'm gonna give you divine
Okay.
intervention. If you roll
Okay.
below your
Yeah.
level.
Oh
Out of
yeah, no, that
100?
is right. Yeah.
Yep.
They only 5 chance about, not too bad.
It's not a bad chance. Okay.
Ah!
Nope.
Ah!
Opposite direction. Opposite direction.
There is silence.
Did you just try to Princess Bride me? Cord is like, the fuck? No.
Well, I don't think we've got any good trackers, but maybe back there they have some, and we could give them a description of what we've seen, and maybe they could track it further, find out. I don't love that it's they're trying to replicate magic that is possibly used for evil and murdering, who knows what, and archaeologists and all this bullshit. So
Yeah, that thing's
Alright.
fucked up and needs to die. I'm like 100% with you.
I just don't know how to get to it.
Well, it's gonna have to come back, right? Why don't we just work on
But it
destroying
might
its workshop and whatnot? but-
not. It looked like it wasn't there for very long, so if it might just leave.
Well, if it does, whatever consciousness and dreams it has, I hope I haunt them.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I hope we all haunt it.
I mean, you probably scared the shit out of it, for sure.
For sure.
Also,
I mean,
if
we put the fear of death into it for sure.
Yeah.
Also-
Angry 5'0" kid standing up, like punching you through water.
Oh, actually, can I send a sending to it and say, no matter where you go, we will follow. You're never safe. Sleep lightly.
Or don't be a
Roll
pussy
an
and end it now.
intimidation check.
Okay.
Hey, I've got 1 use left of my sending stone.
Okay.
You have the feeling it's significantly intimidated.
Good.
It's very you were very, 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 very menacing.
I hear a slight trickle sound.
It spontaneously develops a bladder.
It leaks oil.
Does it say anything back, or do I
No,
just
You-
like?
you don't
Okay.
hear anything back.
Alas. Okay, it's sufficiently intimidated. Can we go now? I can teleport us back to camp if we want to just be back.
Oh my god, you know what I just realized? If magic were real, we would get like extended call warranty calls, but in our brains.
Yes.
Be terrible.
I think it's a Futurama episode.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, like invaded their dreams or something, I think.
That does sound like a Futurama episode. It's been too long
Buddy.
since I've watched that show.
I mean, we could just run back. I do need to. I just imagine like while Aoife was running, like Rain was just tidying up the portable holding.
Just
Damn,
just
fucking
organizing.
this
It's like it's been such.
And then as
forever.
soon as like we all
This
pop out,
does
it's
not
just like
spark
bang.
joy. You just throw it out. No.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit that just comes out when we come out.
Why did you have a doorknob in here? It's just a doorknob. It's not even connected to anything. What were you doing?
It wasn't connected. You know, save the magic. Well, I'm just saying.
Do you want to keep it?
I mean, yes, it could be useful later.
Okay, I'll put it
You
back.
never know.
Put it back. Goodness. Oh.
You guys show
All
up
right,
on
everybody,
an
get
episode
close.
of
I'm
Hoarders
going
later.
to teleport us back to the camp.
What was that? I didn't hear you, Mal.
Oh, me? Okay. I'm teleporting us back to camp.
Oh, okay, cool.
Zhōnghuá is like, I'm done out here.
Yep.
Time to leave.
I would very much like dinner now, thank you. They are holding dinner for us.
So Dara is not getting cold leftovers.
Nope.
All right.
Also, did we just leave Tilda back there, like,
Yep.
doing inventory?
You guys teleport back to the middle of the camp. When you get there, you see there are significantly more, you know those arcane constructs that you had smashed earlier,
Oh, yes.
Melanie?
Oh my god. Love
There are different versions of them there. Looks like you were working on like version 2 of the prototype. These are version 1. There are about probably 15 of them.
Stop it. Off,
being-
off.
Being sentry around the camp, as well as a couple more heavily armored individuals. And it looks like the majority of the excavators and archaeologists are within camp right now. It looks like Ankara made sure like everybody was in one spot for her and the other security to look after.
Mel will go find the massive orc woman, which I'm sure is super easy since she towers over everybody else here, to my knowledge.
Oh yeah, Ankara looks like she is talking to like one of the heavily armored guards, and when she sees you, she waves and trots on over. Oh, good, you guys are safe.
Yes. And so that area that we were in is mostly clear. There's something that was living down in there, doing experiments, necromantic and arcane and all kinds of bullshit. We didn't kill it. We hurt it badly, and it fled. If you have any trackers that you know of in this area, we can give descriptions of it. But we should probably set up a watch, see if it comes back. But for now, it's not in this area, and that area that we were going in has some sort of decommissioned Godslayer thing and is mostly empty. So
she's already gotten out the schedule, and she's like, well, we've already arranged the schedule. Did you say Godslayer?
Yeah, there's
I think that's like a
bits of one and that it was experimenting on essentially, and then also one that's intact but not active.
In like a fully intact, like
Oh, it looked like it.
that.
Do you guys know how to use those? Because that could be awesome. We're gonna be fighting old gods and
No.
We even have somebody that we could put inside it if that's the thing that could happen.
I don't know much about them. I know that the 2 in existence that was discovered, there is one of a head, and then there's one of like an arm and a leg. You're telling me you found an intact Godslayer, like fully intact?
you guys
Yes.
did most of the work. You guys were like 7 feet away from this thing. Honestly, like you were almost there. So really, you guys.
Yeah, it
found
was essentially
It's-
just down a tunnel.
you were almost there.
So there was. That's what the obstruction in that room was. We thought that was just a rock formation.
No.
Also, the thing that was, doing murder and we tried to kill was trying to make itself a godslayer, and you're gonna be honest, it made a shitty one. That doesn't
Well, it
look like
didn't
it worked,
make
but-
anything. It just has some of the bits.
Well, it was trying to make one, but the bits were shitty.
That would be near impossible. Why don't all of you come to dinner? My husband can talk more about this. I've only been in a few lectures about like pre-Minotaur civilization things, but he probably knows a little more than me. I've heard of Godslayers because kind of points to constructs, interesting constructs themselves. But let's go to dinner. And you guys must be tired. Do you guys want to wash up beforehand? I'm gonna double check the guard rounds as well while you're doing that.
Got so much of my
If you
own blood
see
on
it,
me.
do not engage. Tell us. We will deal with it.
All right. I'll let.
We also have all of the journals of that thing that was experimenting
Yeah.
down there as well.
Yeah, bring him to the tent. I'm sure Dr. Greta and Dr. Leo will have people look over them extensively. But yeah, let me check the guard rounds one more time, and I'll come join you guys. And she goes off and starts like barking orders, to a couple of the men and women that are guarding camp and giving like instructions. Yeah, if you guys want to wash up, there are like washing basins around the
As she's
camp.
leaving, I'm gonna be like, yo, if you smell health potions, just don't go there. Just that's bad.
There was a health potion ooze.
Duly noted. I will update everybody on this. Begins like
Mel will give a thumbs up and then go find a bath.
Aoife just pauses for a moment to contemplate how utterly bizarre their existence is when they have to speak it out loud to somebody else.
You found this extremely rare thing that we've been looking for that nobody's ever found before? What the fuck? It's like, yeah, just another day.
And also, we fought a giant health potion ooze.
Yeah.
all right. So so you guys, wash up for dinner.
Yes, dear.
And when you get to the tent, there is the smell of like deep fried meat and like broth coming out of the tent already. And when you get inside, there is like a pile of food waiting for you, like meat dumplings and like some kind of like boiled salted meat, accompanied by some vegetables, and like this like pickled soup.
So, she's really close to me when Mike is lighting up. Are you guys hearing her or not?
I heard
Well,
Maroon.
when
Yeah.
you started talking, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's just when I'm talking that you can hear her. Okay. Because
A
my
little
mic
girl.
lights up sometimes, but I know that it's supposed to like try to not give you guys sounds that aren't voices sometimes. So
And it looks like a couple people are digging out something wrapped in cloth. It looks like there was some meat that was buried with like hot rocks on top of it to slow cook it. Yeah, and there's a bunch of porridge and other accoutrements waiting for you guys. Dr. Agrita like invites you all to sit and like partake in the meal. They have alcohol and water for you guys. Whatever you want, that's on hand. And he like starts just asking questions about what you found. You show him the journals. He immediately looks over a couple with Dr. Liu. And there's a couple people who come in to like, partition the reading load, so like they could get it down more efficiently. And then when you start talking about the Godslayer you found, Dr. Liu like immediately like stops eating, you know, almost chokes on the meat dumpling he had in his mouth. What?
And you guys found it. It was right there. You were so close. You just hadn't gotten down the room yet. Like, you guys did the work. We just happened to, do that last bit,
Our normal fee still applies, though. I'm kidding.
I mean,
As Mel is elbowing her.
we would definitely compensate you. We have finder's fees, but
Oh, how much?
You don't need to compensate us.
well, depending on the
Twins.
find.
Want to?
Well, we can talk about that in a little bit.
Patients are tax deductible. I have a 501c, I have a corporate-
because you are
If you give us a certain amount of money, you'll have free drinks in our tavern for life.
isn't
And we'll even reserve one of the tables for you if you show up. We'll kick whoever's there out of them, and your name will be etched into the chair.
aren't you
Is
all
that
from
something you guys
Leona?
actually do?
Yes, but we have a tavern. If you decide to visit.
We should have a stack of tables in the back with names on them.
This is for you. This is for you. Well,
Shit, that's on the road. Switch it out.
well, if you would like, I think this would be useful for the times coming up. We can convert your monetary reward into diamonds.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that actually would be handy. Also, if you guys get any information on, I don't know, making some sort of thing out of this or something, like, some information would be sure handy.
Yeah, does it need a soul in order to operate? Because we have one. It would love to be in a giant robot. and
Dr.
to kick,
Liu says
one ass.
it's a little more complicated than that, actually.
I mean, that makes sense, but if it does need a soul, we do have one that is probably willing, because she really wants to kill some old ones.
Are you are any of you, says Dr. Liu, familiar with the realm called Mechanicus?
Mallory is.
I figured Mallory was.
Yes, I've heard of it from a thing called Idle Champion. That's it.
Considering our level and how much Saitari has been around, I want to say that she has at least heard of it.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm sure if I roll for Tilda, who would roll like 5 million.
It's like, oh yes, of course, I read that when I was 3.
Yeah, of course. So Mechanicus, for those who don't know, it's a place of rules, law, order, process, organization. It's a place of structure. It's also a place filled with an infinite number of country-sized interlocking gears, that kind of thing. It's also the place where Godslayers are made. And there was a time long, long ago where who was it again? Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Where the one and the prime, greater deity, Primus of Mechanicus, would not gift, but more like lend Godslayers to the various gods during during the wars, mostly those of the Dawn War, which was the I can hear like Aoife and Rain being like, I hate this place already. It sucks. Laws and rules. What?
Yeah, the plane of law. Anti chaos.
Yeah. Anyways, Primus would supply the Godslayers to not individuals, well, to deities that would use them. Of course, to make sure they would not be turned against them. They would have what you would call, I think Ankara would call a god switch, a kill switch.
Sure.
Yeah. So once a Godslayer was assigned to a deity, that deity can then give it an objective. For example, kill this person or take over this country, or etc., etc. I had heard they had been used against the Old Ones. However, once it was known what the Old Ones did once they died, I believe those objectives were redirected to not kill the Old Ones.
Since they would damage the plane
Yeah,
when they died?
exactly.
Okay.
Which would be a theory of why you found one here, because this was Ya Blank's place of residence, so to speak. Hence why his circle of transformation is here. The way a Godslayer is powered is, since they're immensely powerful and could go toe to toe with a celestial being of that power, a god would, well, to put it in a few words, take a piece of themselves, and place it into a Godslayer. So
the Godslayers were kind of like powered by gods.
exactly. So you would have to find you would have to either ask a god to provide one of its divine sparks into a Godslayer, or you would have to find a divine spark from a deceased god, or that would be step one. To give it a directive, I'm not sure how that would work exactly. Now this is all hypothetical, and you would need a team of the most brilliant minds of mechanical nature to study this thing.
So, question for you, DM.
Yes.
We do know, obviously, somebody who has a divine spark now.
Who do we know that has a divine spark?
The Mara's child.
Help me out here more. What?
The angel that we saved from being mind controlled.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that girl. Okay, yeah.
Can I send her ascending?
Yeah. There's if you use the spell slots, there's no problem sending ascending.
Great. I'm gonna send her ascending.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, how much soul you got? Can we have some?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I was gonna say, if there's any chance. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna start out with, "Hi, Saitari." Or "Hi, it's Saitari." If there's any chance, would you be able to come to my and my companion's location so that we could talk, or talk without limited words? And that's pretty much.
Okay. You get the reply. Of course. I owe you a great debt. I will be there within the hour.
Wonderful. I'll say over the brooch. What's her name again, Darren?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I give me a second.
I'm sorry. I have
It's
a very
been like
hard
a
time with
month.
names.
It's okay. It's okay. I have.
It's been more than a month.
Yeah, it's been like 3 since we were in that adventure.
I think it's only been. It wasn't that long ago, but I want to say it's been at least 2.5.
I thought it was October at least.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't. I feel like it was more recent, but you might be right. I have no idea.
It hurt. No. Nope.
Honestly, if you want to tell us next session, that's okay.
It's
pretty
okay.
late.
Nope. No. I got it. I got it. I got
Okay.
it. I got it.
Everything's fine.
We believe in you.
Roka.
Gotcha. Cool. I will share with the group that Roka, the child Mara that we rescued, will be here within the hour, so that we can discuss matters of the old ones, this god-slaying thing, and also that divine spark that she has, and if she'd be willing to lend it to the cause, I suppose.
Question: would that kill that person? Like, are we asking this person to die?
Tamara's already dead. It was a divine spark of Tamara.
Oh yeah, that was. It's not that it's in this person. That person just has it. That's right. She's got like a god Tamagotchi. Okay.
Did you just call the divine spark of Tamara a god Tamagotchi?
I did. I'm really glad that Tamara can't smite me, cause that would...
Oh boy. Okay, guys.
I apologize for nothing.
Okay. So you have that. Cool. Zaitari, you do get one more sending today.
Ah, okay.
It's from Thanik.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sends update. No longer accepting sea traffic.
Not surprising. Do go on.
I'm trying to word it. No longer accepting sea traffic. Jailing cyst holders.
Oh, they found them.
Or cyst victims, or whatever you want to call them, cyst patients. Other nations doing the same.
I'm sorry that you're having to deal with all of this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Or is there anything else?
There's a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Also, fishing villages disappearing. Alarming.
Cthulhu. Have fun. Yeah, I'll reply back. I'm very sorry that you're having to deal with all of this. We're working as hard and as quickly as we can to try to deal with the threat.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. But yeah, pretty much he'll keep you updated on that situation. But it seems like Leona's not the only place dealing with that right now.
Yeah.
Okay. We can.
Shit's popping off?
Huh?
I said shit's popping off.
Shit's starting to pop off. Okay. I will send you those books. Hopefully before next game, if I remember. I assume we are playing next week, which will be the 3rd. And then
Yeah, go.
And then on the 10th, I will be in Florida. Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
You
I don't want to.
sound so excited.
It's Naples.